Imagine a world where just 12 people possess more wealth than 4 billion others combined. It sounds like the plot of a dystopian novel, but this is the world we live in today. The scale of this inequality is almost impossible to grasp. 12 individuals, with fortunes so vast, they eclipse the combined resources of half the planet's population. This isn't a hypothetical scenario or a distant future. According to Oxfam's latest report, this is our current reality. The numbers are staggering and the implications are profound. This isn't just about some people having more than others, it's about a level of disparity that challenges our most basic sense of fairness and justice. The gap between the richest and the rest isn't just wide, it's a chasm that shapes every aspect of our societies, from opportunity to health to hope itself. While the fortunes of the super-rich have soared to unimaginable heights, billions of people around the world are left struggling for the most basic necessities: food, clean water, shelter, and security. For many, daily life is a battle for survival, while a select few enjoy privileges beyond comprehension. This growing gap isn't a random accident. It's the result of decades of economic and political decisions, policies that have consistently favored the wealthiest individuals and corporations, often at the expense of everyone else. The story of our era is truly a tale of two worlds, one defined by extreme privilege, comfort, and opportunity, and the other by daily hardship, uncertainty, and struggle. These worlds exist side by side, yet are separated by invisible walls built from inequality. Understanding this divide is the first step toward meaningful change. By recognizing the scale and causes of inequality, we can begin to imagine solutions and demand a fairer future for all. The Oxfam report is more than just a collection of data. It's a wake-up call and a call to action for all of us. The future depends on what we do next. Wealth inequality isn't just numbers on a chart or figures in a report. It's a reality that shapes the lives of millions every single day. It's the invisible force that determines who gets to sleep soundly at night and who lies awake, anxious about tomorrow. It's the difference between security and struggle, between having choices and facing impossible decisions. For some, it means worrying about the next meal, while for others, it's about planning the next vacation. For most people, wealth is a fragile safety net. One unexpected bill, one medical emergency, and everything can unravel. The middle class teeters on the edge, hoping nothing goes wrong. But for the ultra-rich, wealth is a self-sustaining engine, generating more opportunities, more comfort, and more influence with every passing year. The poor live on a knife edge, where a single setback, a lost job, a rent increase, an illness, can mean disaster. Every day is a battle to stay afloat. Meanwhile, the richest enjoy security and power beyond imagination, shielded from the everyday worries that haunt so many. This isn't just about luxury, it's about access to the basics: quality healthcare, good education, and real opportunity. Where you start in life often determines where you can go. When wealth is inherited, not earned, the playing field is tilted from the very start. Generations can rise or fall based on the fortunes of their ancestors. For billions, inequality means a daily fight for dignity, for a chance to build a better life, or simply to survive another day. For a privileged few, it means near absolute freedom, the ability to shape their own destinies and even influence the world around them. Behind every statistic are real lives, real families, and real dreams, each one shaped for better or worse by this growing divide. Extreme inequality isn't just a problem for the poor, it weakens society for everyone. When the gap between the richest and the rest grows too wide, it creates invisible barriers that divide communities and erode the sense of shared purpose. The consequences ripple outward, touching every aspect of daily life, from the economy to our relationships with one another. When wealth pools at the top, the real economy suffers and growth stalls. Small businesses close their doors, jobs disappear, and opportunities dry up for ordinary people. The promise of upward mobility fades, replaced by frustration and uncertainty about the future. Social trust erodes as people see the system as rigged, fueling unrest and division. Communities become fractured, and people lose faith in leaders and institutions meant to protect them. Tensions rise, making it harder to find common ground or work together for the common good. Public services crumble when the wealthy avoid taxes, hurting everyone, not just the poor. Schools and hospitals are left underfunded, infrastructure decays, and the basic foundations of society begin to weaken. The gap between what's needed and what's provided grows ever wider. The result: Crumbling schools, overwhelmed hospitals, and a fraying social fabric. Everyday people are forced to make do with less, while the privileged remain insulated from these hardships. Global challenges like pandemics and climate change demand unity, but inequality makes cooperation harder. When trust is low and resources are unevenly distributed, it becomes nearly impossible to mount a collective response to crises that affect us all. The privileged can shield themselves from crises, while the vulnerable bear the brunt. This deepens resentment and further divides society, making recovery and progress even more difficult. Oxfam's warning is clear. A fairer world is essential for everyone's future. Only by narrowing the gap and building a more just society can we ensure stability, opportunity, and hope for generations to come. In the US, the richest 1% have gained nearly 1,000 times more new wealth than the poorest 20% since 1989. Racial wealth gaps persist, with white households far outpacing black households. Minimum wage jobs no longer guarantee a way out of poverty, while billionaire fortunes skyrocket. In Africa, 4 billionaires now own more than half the continent's population combined. Despite resource wealth, millions face rising poverty as public services are slashed to pay debts. The richest pay little in taxes, while the poor lose vital support. Across continents, the system funnels wealth upward, deepening hardship for the many. Extreme wealth isn't passive, it actively shapes our politics and society. Billionaires use their fortunes to influence laws, elections, and public opinion. This power cycle lets them rewrite rules to benefit themselves, deepening inequality. The voices of ordinary people are drowned out by money and influence. Tax cuts and weakened labor rights have tilted the system further in favor of the elite. The social contract, work hard, get ahead, feels broken for many. Billionaires thrive even in crisis, while most face insecurity and austerity. The economy now serves a tiny elite, undermining democracy and fairness for all. The Oxfam report offers hope solutions exist to rebalance our economies. Progressive taxes on the richest and closing loopholes can fund vital public services. Even a modest wealth tax in Africa could raise billions for health and education. Strong public services give everyone a fair shot, regardless of background. Empowering workers through unions and living wages is key to shared prosperity. These aren't radical ideas, they're common-sense steps toward a fairer, more stable world. The fight for fairness is a fight for our collective future, because we're all in this together.